Hey everybody, it's P-Dubs. Thanks as always for hanging out upstairs with us and for checking out the channel. Now, yesterday, Arcade1Up released a bunch of leaks all over TikTok, as well as these leaks showed up on Reddit, so big shout out to the Arcade1Up subreddit. I'll have a link for that in the video description below, so you guys can check that out. Those guys usually get their hands on stuff way before content creators do. And what's interesting, too, is a lot of this stuff made its way on TikTok. I think Arcade1Up is trying to build up their TikTok audience. It's kind of a newer platform for them. And, you know, if they have, 10 to 30,000 followers on Facebook and YouTube and all that kinds of stuff, Instagram and Twitter, it only makes sense that they jump on TikTok as well. That's a growing platform for this kind of marketing. But what's interesting, of course, that we got here first is, and all these are planted leaks, ridiculous blurred shots. Like, if you're going to do this, get the Vaseline off the filter. You know what I'm saying? You got what looks like the Street Fighter Pro cabinet. Looks like it might be in a dynamo shape. We'll have to find out more as information about this cabinet comes out. But like we've all said for many, many months, it does appear that a lot of the Pro cabinets coming out soon might end up being Pro fighting game cabinets, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, I want to be Mortal Kombat. I think these might be the ones that they're really going for. When it comes to your XLs, I don't know if this is going to be an XL cabinet or not. This kind of looks like an original Star Wars cabinet, but then again, the artwork really doesn't match up perfectly with what the original cabinet had on it. This Supreme cabinet almost looks photoshopped. I mean, it's damn near transparent. The wall behind it is damn near transparent, so this could be a photoshopped image. Arcade1Up did have, and I covered this back when I did my Alley Cats leak video, Arcade1Up did have an original Star Wars cabinet that they used for, research and reverse engineering in order to come up with the Star Wars cabinet we saw them release a few years ago. That cabinet, Tom Tucky did confirm last year that cabinet was returned to them. So if this is a recent video taken, that is not the original Star Wars cabinet that they returned to Todd Tucky and TNT Amusements after they were done with it. So this must be, in my opinion, either a Star Wars XL or potentially a Star Wars Pro cabinet coming soon. It's kind of interesting. We got some red here on the kick plate. Can't really tell what that is. I can't tell if that's a game logo or something else, but don't be surprised if in the future the long-awaited Star Wars XL cabinet ends up getting re-released, and that would make a lot of people happy who missed out on it. I've said this time and time again. The best Arcade1Up in my house, my favorite Arcade1Up of all time, and probably the one cabinet I'm never going to get rid of, unless there's a Pro version, is the original Star Wars Arcade1Up cabinet. I think it's a great cabinet. It's damn near perfect. Now, if you guys take a look at what this Arcade1Up Reddit, again, huge shout out to the Arcade1Up Reddit team. They did post some videos, and these videos were, I think, on the Arcade1Up TikTok or TikTok collaborators. And the whole purpose of this, again, was to generate hype and FOMO of what they got coming soon. And there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. Is it exciting? Only you can be the judge of that, but if it's it's definitely interesting when we take a look at what's going on in the background of these photos. So for instance, let's rewind right here, and again, I'm just giving you my quick thoughts on these. The call to play is too powerful to ignore. As you can see right here, this appears, I mean, they put some NBA Jam stools in front of it. That does look like an NBA Jam control panel if you look at the orange and blue coloring. So this really makes me think this is just another NBA Jam cabinet that maybe they partnered up, and this is kind of says the word arcade on it underneath the font right here. This makes me think that this is just another silly, clothing collaboration, limited edition, custom artwork type cabinet that honestly anyone like me really doesn't give a crap about. But then again, it's there, so expect whatever that is to be coming out soon. And then, of course, they make their way around the room. Nothing we haven't seen before until you get right there. And then, of course, here's the screenshots that have been making their way around the internet. And it does appear that they have the Sonic cabinet, Sonic the Hedgehog arcade cabinet, as well as what appears to be a Tapper cabinet. Let's kind of see if we can get it paused right about there. Oh, we almost got it. And we're not going to do too much in-depth analysis. So when it comes to the Sonic the Hedgehog cabinet, I actually find that one interesting. I know a lot of people, when that first started leaking out or making the news rounds a few months ago, some people were not excited about it. Sonic the Sega series did have a few Sonic arcade games. You had Sonic just Sega Sonic the arcade game, and then also you had what is that? Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a game kind of like Marble Madness that you play with a trackball. So what's interesting, of course, on here is you do not really see a trackball. You really don't see any kind of like white pixelated imaging here. So I wonder if that game's even going to be on here. But sure enough, it's got, you know, the bright yellow artwork, and there's no mistaking that this is Sonic. So it looks like the Sonic cab is still in the works. What's even more interesting, of course, is the Tapper cabinet. It does appear to be a Tapper cabinet with potentially a fridge on it. Now, the question is Arcade1Up actually going to release an arcade cabinet that has a fridge? Or are they going to tell you to bring your own fridge? In my opinion, and this is my opinion, I was talking with a lot of my YouTube friends about this yesterday. What's interesting is I just don't see Arcade1Up selling a fridge. Like, maybe the cabinet has space for a fridge, and you bring your own fridge. Maybe they'll recommend certain size or brands, or maybe there'll be a collaboration in the future between them and some fridge company. Who knows? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. It looks almost like a bar top just sitting on top of the fridge. Let's go back to the picture right here. It almost looks like a bar top sitting on top of the fridge, but then again, the panel's kind of look enclosed here, so maybe it is all just one piece with a big opening in the middle for you to stick a fridge in. And also, can you imagine the weight of that box with a fridge included? Can you imagine the size of the box? Arcade1Up wants to keep these all in relatively the same size boxes that they've been using in all their cabinets. I don't see a supersized box coming out to include a fridge for this. That would be really weird. Plus, they would jack up the cost like you wouldn't believe. So I think this is going to be bring your own fridge right there. And then, of course, the Sega one. So Tapper would be cool using, you know, I couldn't see if there were the original Tapper handles. And we're getting a whole bunch more pub tables. Now, I've always said this in all my videos that, hey, man, I really like the form factor of the pub tables, or at least the Pong pub table that was previously released. I thought that was a great idea. I thought it was a great idea by Arcade1Up, but then again, it was Pong. I didn't want to spend over $500 on Pong. That's why I bought the smaller head-to-head unit. And also, I have no place to put these. But if you have a place to put these, if you have the game room that'll fit stuff like this, I could see this being a welcome addition in your game room. We saw a Marvel Superheroes one. We saw this Pac-Man 40th Anniversary one. They have 4 cup holders now. 2-player controls, because these are all head-to-head, versus Pong, which you can have like 4 players at a time. And back right before they flipped, you could see that they have another Street Fighter one as well. So these are coming out, and I'm just going to tell you guys what I honestly think. I honestly think that from a form factor point of view, I think those are a win. I think those are a win. I think those are really cool from a form factor point of view. Yeah, they still got the 17-inch monitors, and it doesn't look like the plexi covers the entire thing. It just covers the screen. But then again, if you have the cup holders, you shouldn't really be worried about damaging your artwork with, you know, spills or condensation from your cups or things like that. No need to bring a coaster. You now have cup holders, etc. So I love the form factor on these. I'm just not going to buy any because I honestly just have no room for them. I have no place to put these in my house. So these are the Arcade1Up leaks. They also show this putt-putt thing. I think that's just them screwing around in the office. I don't think that's actually an official Arcade1Up machine. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think those are some French Bulldogs. Also, coming soon, Arcade1Up is getting into the puppy territory as well. So, but do me a favor, guys. Let me know what you think about this stuff. I just wanted to give you my quick thoughts. Overall, some cool stuff coming. We'll have to see how it all plays out and if all of this will actually come to market. Leave me your thoughts, feedback, reactions below. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.